guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs and welcome to another First Division preview show. Keane, Athlone and UCD first up. Athlone obviously winning last weekend after a couple of defeats. UCD, they'll be disappointed about that defeat against Shelbourne, but it comes back to the bounce back thing. Can they bounce back against Athlone?
This is a great game to watch, I think. It's one I'm really looking forward to and one I'll watch probably after the Pats game when I'm back. So I think I can't call this one really. I can't. Both teams in really good form. Well, I know Athlone kind of went off the boil a little bit, but UCD, I think they'll win that. I'm gonna say UCD.
I think it's an opportunity though for Athlone to put themselves in the bracket of the second best or the next best contender to Shelbourne, though, isn't it? In a way to kind of go out against UCD and get a win.
Time for UCD.
Oh yeah, but I suppose UCD have been second, I guess, in that kind of sense. Yeah. I think it's a difficult one as well. I'm gonna say I think there'll be goals, Keane, but I said that before and it finished 0-0 in one of the games, so I don't really know. So look, both teams have goals. I mean, for UCD, it's great to see Collie Whelan, by the way, called up to the under 21 squad, wasn't it? Actually.
Rightly deserved. I think in terms of, I don't mean this to be disrespectful to him at all, but if he wants to be talked about, the Premier Division is where it's at. So, he needs to start performing in the Premier Division. He needs to get himself that move away from UCD. I don't mean that to be disrespectful to UCD or anything. I think people will agree with me when I say that. The Premier Division is where you make it. So I'm going to say UCD will win this.
Yeah, I kind of led you there in a merry dance so that I could think about it more in my head, but I didn't come to any conclusion, so I'm going to go for a draw. Cabinteely and Wexford, and funny enough, I say it every week, Wexford are not going to finish with no points, but I haven't predicted them to get a result this season, Keane. I think this is the type of typical game that Cabot might drop points in, to be honest with you. I think Wexford... What's that?
Wexford can win this easy. If they wanted to, I think Cabinteely are there for the taking. But with the appointment and stuff, they might see more free-flowing football. You might see more, more enjoyable football to watch. And I think Cabinteely might struggle against that. So I'm going to say a draw. I'm not going to say either team will win it, but I'll say a draw. And I think Cabinteely will probably be happy with that.
I think Wexford have obviously improved defensively in the last 2 weeks. I just have a sense that I'm going to go for Wexford to win this. I'm going to throw my neck in the line, so to speak. Why not? I just think Cabot are the type of team that 1 week they can be great, as we've seen the other week, and they can drop points. No disrespect to Wexford to say Cove at the moment because they're ninth, but they're the type of teams that Cabot, you fancy they could drop points against. I think Wexford might do enough to get a win here, certainly a draw. Cork Derby, we've got Cove and Cork. Played the start of the season. Cork beat them 2-1 the first game, and we're lucky actually in that game. Cove, a few results unlucky lately where they've lost late on in games. I think they'll see this as a good opportunity to get back on the points trail, really, in my view. Anyway, what do you think?
Cork will want to win, or Cove will want to win this. I think, first of all, the derby can happen,
Yeah, sending us off. Or
I don't know. I just think Cove have a bit more bottle. So I'm going to go for Cove to win this. I think they might get something out of it.
I think they've been missing Pierce Phillips and Griffin, who scored a couple of goals starting the season. When Cove are missing players like that, it's just very difficult for them. You know what I mean? It's extremely difficult. They do have some good players in there, Charlie Lyons, David O'Leary, and players like that. But it's just difficult to get a good group of players there, I suppose. They do have a good group of players. What I mean in terms of supreme talent compared to some of the other teams in the league, I guess. Cork, I suppose, they'll be disappointed actually last time out. Superb goal by Baxter, as we highlighted in the show previously, and they unfortunately didn't see it out. Morrissey is back for them, which is a plus, to be fair. Should give them a bit of experience there as well. But I don't know. I mean, I could see it could be that type of game where there's 3 penalties in the game, that kind of way, Keane. there's 2 sendings off. It was a bit like that in the first game, I think, as well. But I'll go for a draw. I think Cork might nick a point out of this one.
I think
Treaty and Bray, 0-0 start of the season. You loved that game, didn't you? The earlier incarnation of this match.
that's probably the worst. We still have nightmares about that. I'm telling you, there was a Sunday afternoon that was, and it was just
it sounds like the start of a bad story. It was a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, honestly, no, that game still annoys me to this day. I have to say, I fancy Bray to win this. I was about to say. No, I had to change my mind there last minute.
They've won 3 in the bounce now, Bray, as well, so they're looking to hit 4 here.
That's it. And I think they will. I think they'll get the 3 points here, and that's 4 in the bounce. And they're really getting themselves up there. But Treaty can easily win this as well. Or they can pit her out to that 0-0 draw again. But I don't think
surely it can't be that bad.
I don't think it'll be as bad as the first meeting. But it's something that
was Treaty's first game actually as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the first one, yeah.
I thought we were in for a bad one. But they've started to play well in fairness to them. But no, I'm going to go with Bray to win this.
Yeah, Treaty have left a couple of points behind recently as well. McSweeney seems to be scoring nearly all their goals lately as well. But I think Bray might hit this 4 in the bounce as well. Just that extra quality, but the confidence with the quality, they caught them off the hop, I think, the first day of the season. They won't catch them off the hop this time. So if Bray are beaten, Treaty are really going to have to earn it, let's say, And finally, Shelbourne and Galway. And, funnily enough, they played in the open day of the season in Galway, and a lot of people are saying this is the top 2, you know what I mean? These are going to be the top 2. These are going to be first and second. But Shells have held their end of the bargain so far, but Galway not quite yet. They have been improving steadily, I would suggest, over the last few weeks. Nothing spectacular, but I think Shells are in the zone a little bit, Keane, as well after that 3-1 win against UCD, and I do think Caulfield, particularly because it's Shells away, will park the bus. Shelbourne for me, I think their strikers haven't even got motoring yet. You've seen goals from the likes of, obviously, Ryan Brennan, Shane Farrell has got 1 or 2 there as well. The likes of Maddie have got 1 or 2, but it's only bits and pieces. So still to get properly firing, but I think Shells might win this. I have a feeling they might win it comfortably as well, Keane.
I'm thinking the opposite.
Ooh!
I'm thinking a draw. I just can't see...
You can see the bus parking working.
Yeah, and I don't know if Shells will have enough they have enough quality in the players and stuff like that, there's no question. But can they break them down? Can they beat that? There's not going to be a lot of space in behind. So, that rules out Maddie and stuff like that. So he needs to adapt his game. He needs to start playing with his back to goal and stuff like that, and try and get in that way, because these Shells are fast paced. They play, they get that ball over the top, and they punish.
They do, in fairness, though, have quite a few players that can score from range, which can be big in a game like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But, I think the bus. I think they'll park that, and that bus isn't moving. And they might even nick one in the corner and stuff like that with Galway. You never know what you get. If you keep it 0-0, you have to give yourself a fighting chance of possibly getting a bit of luck the other end with a free kick or set piece. So, yeah, I'm going to go draw.
It's a tough one. Like Caulfield as well, he I don't know how he does it, but he instills last minute goals into his teams as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to go with draw. And I think, I don't know if Shells will break them down.
I think if they do, they'll get 2, that kind of way. So it'll be 2-0 Shells, or it could be a draw, as you say as well. But interesting stuff. And that'll be the last games, obviously, until the season recommences in a few weeks as well. So we'll leave it there, Keane. Guys, like the video, hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video, and subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think in the comments. Lovely stuff, Keane. Cheers again.
Cheers, bud.